Baby, we got some talking to do.
Almighty One, I just don't have enough words to give you the praise you deserve. It's about that time I take a deep dive and I go all in.
What is going on, y'all? If you have been here, you're probably like, Araya, what happened to Vlogmas? Baby, we got some talking to do. But as for right now, we are headed to the mall. I'm going to Victoria's Secret to get my roommate's Christmas present. I already let her open one of them because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. So she opened that one, but I gotta go get the second part of her gift. And she wants the Victoria's Secret bathrobe. Y'all know the pink one with the white stripes. She talked about that last time we went to the mall. And I feel like she's not gonna expect me to get that because, you know, you just kind of say stuff and keep going with your day. But it's like, no, baby, like everything around here is intentional. Like this friendship is intentional. Like I listen to you. So I think it's gonna be like one of the last things she expects me to get. Okay, we made it to the mall, but I first want to talk about where we've been and where we're going with this channel. As you guys know, I have really been taking my walk with Christ very seriously, really since the summer. But like towards the end of this summer, it like shot through the roof, and I'm so grateful. But you know, whenever you enter that space and you just step into that life with Christ and he begins to like convict you and renew your mind and just put you in different areas of your life, you kind of get confused on where you're at and what you're supposed to be doing. And that's what I've been feeling for a very long time. And so I've been spending time trying to think, like, what do I want this channel to be? Like, I don't want it to just be like every single other channel, because we're called to be set apart, and I can't be set apart if everything I do looks just like what everybody else does. Like, how am I going to be set apart? How am I going to continue to spread the gospel? How are we going to continue to make disciples if my content looks just like everybody else? The maintenance vlogs, the grocery shopping, the girl talks, like it's all the same. Like everybody does the same thing, but like I don't want to do the same thing anymore. Like I mentioned in my last video, I don't know if my videos are still up by the time y'all are seeing this. I was talking to a friend and he told me to not take my videos down because like it got you to where you are today, but at the same time it's just kind of like, I don't want people to come on this channel and think they're gonna get one thing and get this old version of Araya and like it don't be that. But over the past few months, I want to say like the past 2 or 3 months, there's just been so much stuff going on in my life, and I just feel like it's just kind of weighing me down simply because I'm just confused. Like I don't know who I am. Well, I don't want to say I don't know. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what my life consisted of. I didn't know what I liked anymore. I didn't know how to have fun anymore. But then I realized it was simply just the things that I used to call fun. I realized that that's not what my life should consist of anymore. And I genuinely just had to find a new way. Like my life had to change. And of course with that, you know, people in and out of your life, and it was just too much for me, and I feel like I really couldn't handle it. But then I heard the Holy Spirit say so loud and clear that how can you want your content to show how the Lord has worked through your life? How do you want to tell people about Jesus? How do you want to tell the world how the Lord has worked through you and you don't even know where the Lord has you? You don't even know who you are. I feel like I was still trying to show up on social media, but at the same time I was just so lost. My content was everywhere on here and on TikTok, and I was just not satisfied with where I was at all. And I think what has really stuck out to me the most was like the way I was living. Y'all, it was so like I was so far gone, like, and it was not even funny. Like I was so far gone. Looking at my life before the summer, all down the line, I was so far gone. Like the way I was living my life was truly foolish, and it was full of simplicity, and I did not like it at all. But how thankful are we for his mercy and his grace that he brings us out of that, and like he forgives us for the things that we used to do. The sun is going down so fast. But yeah, as I got closer to God, like the desires of my heart started to change. It was like I didn't want to do the same thing that I used to do. I didn't want to date the same way I used to date. I didn't want to hang out the same way I used to want to hang out, and it was hard. It was confusing because I've been living this other way for years and years and years, and I was trying to find a new way to live my life, but still trying to not lose who I was, but still trying to change for this and this and this, and I was just so completely lost. And I feel like with the way I used to live, like I was on the fence. If you ever heard the fence analogy, I was either you're on the side with Jesus or you're on the side with the devil, but there's a fence between the both. And then the guy was like, oh, I'll just sit on the fence, you know? But the devil owns the fence. Like you can't be in the world and you can't have Jesus at the same time. Where light lives, evil cannot reside whatsoever. The things of Satan cannot reside in you when you live for Jesus. And I feel like that's what makes it so hard, is that the world has normalized so many things that just are not good. And Jesus, he's waking the world up. Like he's not playing with us anymore. And it's like I'm so thankful for that, but it put me in a place of like I was going through the wilderness. Like I had to get up out of Egypt. Like, Egypt could not live in me anymore. Like, I had to go to glory. Like, I could not sit where I was forever and think that my life was going to be okay. Like, it wasn't. In church this past Sunday, we talked about what's next. Is this series he's doing for December, you know, because we're going into a new year. And let me go off some of my notes that I took from service. Yeah, one point that he made is that next is the result of you aligning your decisions, desires, and disciplines with the revelation of who you are in Christ. I did not want to go in my next season without Christ. I did not want to look at myself a year from now and still be the person I was before all this change happened in my life. Like, who I am going to be next has to be who the Lord has called me to be. Like, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He also talks about how Jesus expects us to grow in life and how he expects us to grow in every single area, and how it's not bad to want more for your life because Jesus can do exceedingly and above all you can ask or think. Like, who I'm going to be in the next year cannot be the same girl who is drinking and doing all these kind of things. Like, y'all, there is so much to unpack about who I was. But yeah, let's go ahead and get in the mall before it gets dark. The gift has been gotten. Oh, why did I just have to walk 3 blocks to get to my car? Because this man was trying to get me. The things that happen, the things you have to do when you're a woman are truly insane. I feel like now we gotta get into the space of what does 2026 look like for me. So I've made a decision to do 75 hard for January. I'm gonna do it from January 1st to March 16th. That's gonna be my 75 days, and that doesn't sound too bad. Number 1 on our list is spending time with Jesus in the morning and at night. I typically do one or the other. Like, I'll read my Bible in the morning or before I go to sleep, and like I'll watch a sermon throughout the day, but I want to be more intentional with how I start my day and how I end my day. And I think for me, that means reading the Bible in the morning and at night, along with like watching my sermons throughout the day, because I love watching a good sermon, listening to a podcast. That's just what I like to do. Next is no ultra processed foods. So that means bacon, sausage, candy, chips, goldfish, cup noodles. All that is going out the window. I feel like a goal is to be very lean, lose some of this fat in my face. And that's gonna be a good one because I love candy and I love bacon, so I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't really snack too much anymore. I kind of stopped that whenever I got my first apartment. I really just eat more like meals, but we'll see. A 45-minute workout every single day. Now, y'all know I do work out, but my workouts typically do not last 45 minutes. So I feel like this is going to force me to get on that treadmill or on that Stairmaster, but I just do not like cardio at all. But I know to get the weight goals that I want to get to, I have to do cardio. Next is a gallon of water every single day. Now, I typically do pretty good about drinking water. Whenever I was doing the math, it said that I could do 3.5 Stanley cups because I have a 40-ounce cup. This is my Stanley. If I do 3.5 of these, that'll be a gallon of water every single day. But I think just to make sure I'm actually getting a gallon, I'm going to get an actual gallon jug and just carry that with me throughout the day. No sleeping past 8 a.m. Now, ideally, I would love to wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning every morning, but that is just so inconsistent for me. And I can wake up at about 7:30, 8:30, and like I can still get stuff done throughout the day. Like, that's cool. But recently I found myself sleeping through my alarm just because I'm up all night doing work. So this is actually gonna force me to go to bed at night, get my rest, and then spend my full day getting stuff done. And I don't wanna be like waking up at 8 in the morning. I wanna be on my feet and active by 8 in the morning. So I'm really gonna be having to wake up at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30 probably at the latest. Now, this last one is kind of silly, but I do not want to wear a wig for the next 75 days. And I feel like it's gonna be it's not gonna be hard, but it's kind of ideal because typically when it is cooler outside, that's when you want to wear a wig. But it is literally, I cannot do it no more. Like, it is tearing my hairline up, and I love my hair and I want to grow my hair out. And I really just want to start taking care of my hair like as best as I possibly can, because there's no way my hair should not be to my feet right now. Yeah, that's gonna start January 1st. Y'all are gonna start seeing that kind of stuff come next year. But as of right now, I'm really trying to embrace where the Lord has me and just know where I'm headed in life. Like, I don't want to be confused anymore. I'm gonna spend the rest of the month truly being in the Word and being in His presence and just listening as much as I can. I did my first fast. Yeah, I did my first fast. I think it was last week, and it was just 24 hours. And it was simply to prove to myself that I am, well, not me, but you know what I'm saying, that me with Jesus is stronger than my my flesh. Like my flesh does not control me. And I did 24-hour, no food, like strictly water, just me and Jesus. And I was so proud of myself at the end of it. Like I literally shed tears. I was like, there's no way, like the Lord has worked in me so much. So I just know there are such great things happening in store for me for 2026, but I have to make space for those things. So yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of the year just in my Bible. It's currently December 9th. I don't know when y'all are going to get this video, but my absence has really just been me learning who I am, because I can't show y'all who I am if I don't know who I am. So I'm just trying to see what the Lord has in store for me and who he truly wants me to be, so I can come up and show y'all the best version of myself, because the best version of me is with Jesus. So I don't want to show y'all me without him, because me without him is lost. Me without him is a very sinful creature. My life with Jesus has just been better. Like I said, at least it's been so much better. I cannot wait to see what is in store for this channel, and I know it is going to be so much better with the Lord at the forefront of it. I've had so many great examples laid out in front of me. Oh my gosh, let's get into my favorite Christian creators. Oh my goodness. First, starting off strong, we're gonna do the Green family. Deasia and Antoine Green and baby Koa, baby Toto, man. I just love their family. I love their testimonies. I love how the Lord has truly showed up in their relationship and helped them raise a family. Like it has just been so much for me. And I've really been on the family channels a lot because I want to see, for one, how a true man of the Lord is supposed to look, and how the Lord has worked through these amazing women, and how they are truly role models in my life. So with that being said, I also love Kim and Jeff, as well as Maya Graves. Y'all, Maya Graves has really encouraged me to want to homeschool my kids whenever I have them. Now, I don't even have a man, and we're talking about kids. Girl, we're gonna get there when we get there. Oh my gosh, Benice is my girl. I love her down. She's just so perfect. She really shows her everyday life with Christ and how much he works in her life. And she really shows me, like, it doesn't have to be boring to be a woman of the Lord. Like, it doesn't have to be boring to be a disciple. If anything, you are more alive because you have Christ inside of you, and she shows me that every day. Like, she's just so vibrant. I just can sit there and binge watch her channel forever. Oh my gosh, Malik and Emmy, I'm here for it. I love them so bad. I love their relationship. I love how on fire they are for Jesus. They are so on fire. It is amazing. Those are just a few people that I've been kind of looking towards, because I feel like it is so important what you put in front of your face, because your eyes and your ears are the windows to your soul. What you see is what will rest inside of you, and I want to just make sure that I'm always guarding my ears and my eyes, filling it with the best things that I possibly can. Now, I'm not saying you have to go watch YouTube. I'm saying that because I love to watch YouTube, I have creators that are not going to pull me away from my purpose. If anything, they're going to show me what it looks like to walk fully in my purpose. Yeah, the Cardinal music, it's on its way out, y'all. It's on its way out. It's been making its way out. Really, the hardcore music, y'all know. I was a Young Boy stan, okay? Me and Young Boy, we were like this, but now me and Young Boy, we gotta be like this. Like, I'm just gonna love you from a distance, but like, I can't listen to you. I can't let that just, like, I can't have it no more. Yeah, that's where Jesus has me right now. And so I think it's time for us to go to the gym. Being this committed is so crazy when it's 30 degrees outside. The life you want ain't just gonna fall in your lap. You gotta get up and go get it.
If you take me, I'll go even to the unknown. And I'll be right here. And I'll meet you there. You won't leave me alone, even in the unknown.
Most days I'm in a back day mood. Today it's giving leg day.
Through the fire, I've been through the storm. Seen a lot of love, I've seen a lot of war. Took a lot of losses, then I took some more. Even through it all, I know you fighting for me. Through all my lowest days, when I was losing faith, through all the curse and pain, still though I wouldn't trade. None of it wasn't it all, making me something better than what I've been. And I want it, I'm loving it, let's run it, I'm saying. When I'm low, still I know that I'm not alone. I lean on you and I know you'll keep me strong. Rose up, tryna rise up, had to dead.
See that? Anywhere, at all times. That's all I got in me today. So that means it's the end of the video. So I will see y'all in 2026.
World, I need some funny shoes. Turning green from the wicked I was running through.